Hello everyone. How is it going on for you? Uh, Today be an interesting part of this linguistic journey is going into the understanding the interrogative pronouns. Interrogative words, pronouns. They're called pronouns in English. Now, language is noun, verb, pronoun. I like that. So, oh, see, it's very difficult to understand all these things, but everybody can go learn it. If you're interested, little bit interested, anyone can learn all these things. So today I'm going into this one. It's called. It's a what, why, where, when, how, and who words. They are called interrogative pronouns. Interrogative pronouns. So the mother of all these things is a Proto-Indo-European word called quo. Quo means KWO, quo. And in Sanskrit it was ka, almost parallel. And but I'll be going into the quo thing because I believe that's a word, because most of the English words, the words are derived from that quo. Actually, it's not as quo. When it gets into the Proto-Germanic, it becomes hua, HW or HWA, something like hua, HWA. That the initial hua is equal to qua, or quo. That is the first interrogative pronouns were who and what. These were the questions. Who are the first man, the first who are you? And the thing is, what is that? Then after that, all these things came. Where and when and how and why. Why is almost equal to how. How means you can also say how did it happen, or why did it happen, like that. So in Sanskrit, it has a full range also, all these things, but just in passing I'll say, because for what, what is kim in Sanskrit? Ka is who, and kim is what, and when is kada, and in Latin it becomes cuando, when, cuando. The same thing in Spanish, cuando. And why is in Sanskrit kasmat. There is another thing, where, say katara. Katara, where, and which one? Katara or kutra? Say kutra means where, kutra. And katara means which one? Which one? Which one? Katara means which one? So that's a thing from these root words. See, the old English is almost the same thing as. Only thing is, what happened is, qua has become wa, not wa actually, hua, h, initial h, and W came. The H disappeared when it came into modern English or Middle English. So Old English had just like what, where, when, they had H initially. That is equal to K. Kwa. So Hua means who. When means when. Where means where. Like that. Okay. So it's Ka has become Ha in saying. Only by the Old English is almost equal to the Proto-Germanic. Proto-Germanic is not a real language. It's a language created like the Proto-Indo-European. I mean, Proto-Indo-European it's a combination of the European and Indian languages. Indian Sanskrit plus this Avestan and all those things. The people have taken things from that. And that is given as Proto-Indo-European. But most of the roots are from Sanskrit. Whereas in Proto-Germanic, it's almost like of course, Gothic is more prominent because it's the oldest, what we know, oldest with the text and all that. Proto-Germanic, Gothic. But Old Norse is there. Old Norse, the Norway people, Norse people, Old Norse, then there is the Old Italic, that group, Italic, then Old English. It has Proto-Germanic has words from all these things, but Gothic is the thing. So Gothic also somewhat like when, but instead of H, it is still preserved the Ka there. So the so when you say how, it's almost like I said why. It is a Gothic word, why, and how it became how. Why became how. Why means why and became how. So it's almost interchangeable. And neither means ne plus, in Sanskrit we say katara, either of the other, neither. Ne plus neither, ne plus either, ne plus katara. And same thing with neuter also. Neuter means neither there nor here, neither. The neuter. I go to the English words which are derived from the interrogative pronouns. It's all contains qua. One is the quality. When we say quality, what means is quaness. So quaness, whatness, quality, whatness. It character. What kind of thing it is? That is what when we say quality. When we say quandary, somebody is in a quandary means he's in a difficult state, in perplexity. Again, quanto means quo means who also. So somebody is in a state of on making, like that, quandary, quandary. Quandary, quandary is state, quandary, and quantity. Quantity is quantity. I've already said amount, magnitude, things like that. Quantus in Latin is quantus. The whatness, what size, what the measure, what measure, like that. Another word from astronomy is called quasar. Quasar is from quasi stellar. Quasi plus stellar is quasar. Quasi means it is not real, as if, like what? Quasi. Qua means what, Quasi means, C is the suffix which denotes it's not real, as if. Like what? As if. Quasi stellar. quasi can also be used as a prefix for make other words. Like this one, quasi stellar or quasi this thing, quasi that thing. Means it's not real. Quasi. It's not the quasi means it's not it's not 100%. Quasi. Quasi, or it is as if it's a likeness. It's not the real thing. Quam plus C. Quam means as, and as is. As if it is. And query means query. Query means you inquire, inquire. In Spanish it's correre. Correre is, yeah. Correre is running. That is different. C-O-R-R-E, correre, running. Okay? This is qua, Q-U-E-R, correro. They say correro. To seek, where, what, why. Or where, what, why. So query is just like inquiry. There is another. There are several, similar words. Query is pit in the this one earth, where you might do some mining for something. That is Quary. It's nothing to do with this query. This is que. Even though that is also qua, that's query. This is query. And okay, then there is a interesting word called quibble. Quibble means a pun, a play on words. That comes from cube. Cube means what? Cube. Cube means what? Means it is direct derivative from qua. Co. Cube. Qua. What? What? Cube. Quibble means it is what? Means it's a play on words, It's what? Quibble. And when it becomes too much of quat, or what, it becomes a quidity. It can be a cube, can be a quibble, and it can be a quidity also. Quidity means it's a whatness. Quibble is what, you make pun of words. Quidity is whatness. Whatness means it's how it becomes that thing. The quidity. Or you can say some kind of nicety in argument also, you say quidity. Quidity means you're exposing your knowledge in front of an audience. Quidity. There is another thing called quidnung. Quid means what? Nung means now. So what now? What now means he's a gossip. He goes around people and he spreads some stories and all. What now? Newsmonger. You can say newsmonger. What now? And quip. Quip is again quid. What? And the pa is just a intensive suffix. So quip means it's actually a sarcastic remark. When you want to make a sarcastic quip, quid, what, and p, quip. He quipped. Instead of saying, he said, you can say he quipped. Means he wanted to make a show of it. Like quidity, all these things are related, Quibble, quidity, all these things are related. There is a word called quodlibet. Quodlibet means qua means what? Qua. Libet means love. It comes from the Sanskrit word lubhadi, or that from which the word love comes, So quodlibet means what you like. So it is in universities, You can make a quadlibet speech, means you can take any subject and speak what you like. Quadlibet. So say quadlibet program. Any speaker can speak what he likes. Quadlibet. Qua what? Libet. Libet means love. Libet, love. And there's qua can also mean when or before also. At one time. So there is a thing called quandam. Quandam means at one time. Quandam. Ko, what he was before. Quandam. So Quandam professor means he is a retired professor. He once was a professor. Quandam. Quandam. I don't know anybody says all these words, but some academic work you will see Quandam professor, like emeritus professor. But the difference is Quandam professor is a retired professor. He was at one time professor, but emeritus means his services are still sought or sought after. That's the difference. And quorum, we say the quorum is not full, so the meeting could not be held. The quorum means the officials are not the quorum now. Those who what? Those who matter. The what? Or whom. The people who really has to be there is not there. The quorum. The quorum means the people who really matter to that audience. Quorum. And especially in court case, the quorum justice. So many number of justices have to be there. The quorum is full means you can make a verdict. So they will say quorum vitae or something like that, relating to when they make judgment. Quorum vitae means the quorum shows or something like that. Okay. Okay, I'm not sure what vitae actually means. See, but probably show also. And court. Court means, court here is qua is not what, which court. So see, you give a quote to something means it's which number. You give a number, which number. And I go to the next one. Also mathematics, not really mathematics. You say quotient, happiness quotient. Quotient actually means what you get after dividing one number by the other. Means it is a quotient. Happiness quotient means what you get out of the existence. You divide your existence by the things you enjoy. that number is the quotient, happiness quotient. Like that you can have so many quotients. Quotient, Q-U-O, qua. The quanus, the quanus, the carnus. That means what or which or when. But here quotient means what? Quotient is proportion. The divided number, quotient. Number, the result of a number divided by another one, that's called a quotient. Anybody who studies primary school knows it, quotient. Those who have learned in English language. And there is another word, ubi. Ubi means a place, location. And ubi means actually comes from qua-bi. Qua means same as Sanskrit kuha. Kuha is also qua. Where? B. Qua B is a I think a suffix word. Qua B. Same as kuha. Where? Qua B. And from that comes ubi. Ubi. Quitus means being everywhere. Quitus. Quitar. Actually, quitar means, quitar is in Spanish, take away, or Latin, take away. But you are taking away by yourself to every place. That is ubiquitous. Ubiquitous. That is, you become An ubiquitous person means you are everywhere. Or you can say the God is ubiquitous. Huh? Uh, of course, all these things, what, when, everything, all these things are come from the Proto-European root or single root. Ka in Sanskrit and Ko, KWO in Proto-Indo-European, which went into all these languages, Germanic, Proto-Germanic languages, all other languages. Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. Take care.